You will earn more points if you split the room. And who creates the most divisive dimensions will win.
What's your favorite scary movie?
I don't know.
And to search the bowels of hell. But I found someone.
I'm so scared right now. I just want to say...
Your big breaking TV! Welcome to prime time!
Welcome to Prime Time, everybody. We have an awesome stream for you all tonight. We are playing Split the Room, Super Scary or Not Edition. So how the game works is it's pretty simple. Every round we're going to vote, is this movie scary or not? So yes or no. We're going to look at the votes. Ideally, we want to split the room. If you get a 3-3 vote, you get 3 points that round. If it's 4-2, 2 points that round. 5-1, 1 point. 6-0, 0 points for that round. So it doesn't happen often, but it is pretty funny when it does. But yeah, that's pretty much it. We're going to play 5 rounds. If we do get a tie by the end of the 5th round, we do go into overtime rules, but I will explain that if we cross that bridge. So everybody ready for tonight?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Let's see.
I know
Nervous,
we got
but
a lot
ready.
of new players here. We got Nadia, we got Mika and Kira, we got Jeff. So you all feeling good tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then we got our expert splitters up here. We got Dude and Jeff. You guys are ready to win right now?
Sure.
Their confidence level isn't very high, so it's anybody's game at this point. Audience as well, you can play along. So as we vote, feel free to vote in the comments below too. That is always fun. So yes, we will go ahead and get started here with, actually, let me put up a banner real quick. If you love scary movies, go ahead and stab that like and subscribe to help support the channel, of course. If you like a comment read live, make us scream with those super chats. And if you would like to help choose a future Split the Room topic, consider some high tier level memberships. But let's go ahead and get into our first round here. First, scary or not round. All right, so I got to start with a banger right here. I gotta go with my favorite horror movie of all time. You know, I'm representing Michael Myers right here on the shirt. So let's go with the original John Carpenter's Halloween. And so I got to throw this title out there. Now, reason why is, even though I love this movie, it's one of my favorites of all time, on rewatch, it's not as scary as I remember. It's a lot slower pace. There's not really a high body count or much blood or gore in this movie. And I'm like, I just watched Terrifier 3, and that's a ton of blood. Original Halloween, not much happening there. It's very slow. Once again, he's pretty much going and following these teenagers around, and it's such a slow burn. So I think it's scary in terms of the musical score, the haunting atmosphere, the idea of the boogeyman, but in execution on rewatches, it's just not as scary anymore. So you guys are going to have to decide, is this still super scary or not? As simple as that. And if anybody wants to say anything about Halloween right now, you can. People can play defense out there if you want to kind of persuade the panel to vote a certain way. But how do you guys feel about Halloween out there before we get to the voting?
I think just since it is a movie that's almost 50 years old, of course, what was scary back then isn't necessarily scary anymore to us, especially if we've seen them over and over again. But I think the overall conception of the movie is scary. If you really think about it, I still think it's a scary movie.
It's what you don't see.
Exactly.
I wasn't ready to think this hard.
Well, I'll make it simple. Halloween, when it first came out, I think was a very scary film. It's very revolutionary. You didn't see a lot of slashers before that. And like you guys said, what you didn't see created a really scary atmosphere. But after seeing so many horror movies and even other Halloween movies that I think even get more brutal and can be even more scarier on a rewatch, I just think the original, even though it's beautifully filmed, it's a well put together movie. I love the story there. It's just not that scary. And remember, that's what we're talking about. Is it super scary or not? Not whether you like the movie or not whether it's a horror movie or great for spooky season, but is it still super scary or not? That's what we have to decide here tonight.
And also, Mike could be lying. It could be very scary to Mike, but he could be lying right now. Just
Right.
like-
You never know. You never know. So everybody's thinking right now. Everybody getting an answer ready here.
Yes.
All right. Jeff's like, I already got my answer. I've been ready to go. Where the Michael Myers short
Yes. Right
Also,
on.
yes, it's super scary, or no, it's not super scary.
Oh, okay.
Simple as
Okay.
that. So
Let
yes
us know when we're
or
ready to
no.
vote.
We'll keep it simple. So yes or no. And we're voting on John Carpenter's original Halloween. All right.
Okay.
Everybody got an answer before we reveal? Everybody's ready? So on I don't know. That didn't feel confident there. But on 3. 1, 2, 3, reveal. Ooh, man. 1 no. 1 no. Oh, you guys are going to give me a run tonight on Split the Room. But that's okay. I had to come out swinging. I had to see where you all were thinking right there. So that's going to help me for the next round. But I will give myself at least the 1 pity point, because at least I didn't vote wrong on myself. So. All right. Wow. Ooh. This might be a battle of ones tonight. I don't know. We'll see what happens. All right, dude.
All right, so I'm going to start out with a 90s classic. That's going to be the first Scream. So when this movie came out, it was very scary, but obviously there's a lot of comedy put into it. And after the scary movies, sometimes people can't even realize which one's in which one. You know, they're like, "Oh, I thought this was going to happen." And then now that you watch it, there's a lot of scenes that are very laughable, and it's very 90s when you watch it. So I don't think
a lot of dumb characters.
Yeah,
that like dumb acting characters. Like they just act like they do things that you wouldn't really do. And I think it's more for comedic purposes.
Yeah.
Wow. And I thought that was scarier than the original Halloween. I mean, I think it's more realistic for somebody to throw on the ghost face costume, right? There's different killers throughout the franchise. So it's a character that kind of keeps living that way. Whereas, Michael Myers totally became supernatural. And even at the end of the original Halloween, he still gets up in the sequel, right? So to me, I think Scream much more realistic. I think it's a lot more scarier than people give it credit for.
No, this also spawned a bunch of other type of those kind of whodunit movies that just are laughable now. So I do not think it's scary. How about you guys?
No, it's not scary.
You got to give it credit for reigniting the slasher drama in the 90s.
It did.
The Mask is scary.
Yeah. Oh, Ghostface Mask. I didn't think Ghostface. Am I on alone? I didn't think Ghostface. We separate here, but I didn't think Ghostface was scary. I'm more scared of Michael Myers mask than Ghostface. Yeah. That's
William
just
Shatner's a scary looking guy.
Oh, wow. See, I don't know where to go with this one. This is a tough one right here, dude. So the original Scream.
He took one of my backups.
All right, so Scream, is it super scary or not? Oh man, I don't even know what way to vote.
Leave her alone. She's mine.
Okay.
You weren't supposed to stab me that many times.
All right, does everybody have a vote?
Yeah.
Oh wow. All right, reveal on 3. 1, 2, 3, reveal. So 2 no's, 4 yeses. So that is 2 points right there.
And just let you know, I still think this movie is scary and one of the best horror movies ever made.
Yeah.
The opening scene alone is still scary. And to me, thinking that this is somebody who could be your next door neighbor, like that is way scarier than somebody who's, possessed by something or whatnot. I still
I don't
think
know.
this
I hadn't seen a lot of. By the time I seen this movie, I hadn't seen a lot of garages, but I was scared of garage doors after this movie for quite a long time.
I just think it's scarier when they run fast.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
rather than Michael Myers who's slow.
Well, you gotta get your cardio up. Gotta have that cardio.
Yeah.
well, and what's crazy about this guy too, or what about Ghostface is it could be anybody and many different people. So like, say you kill 2 people this year, be like, all right, well, 5 years from now, hopefully another batch doesn't show up, and hopefully it's only 2, hopefully it's just 1. So yeah, even though I tried to push you guys away from it being scary, I really do think it's scary. But those are just things that I've heard from other people say why this is not scary anymore.
So,
I still find it scary.
Do you think it's scarier than Halloween, or would you still go Halloween?
It's scarier than Halloween to me.
Ooh,
This is my Halloween. I love Halloween.
Same.
Halloween's up there, but this was, especially being like a 90s kid, like this was the 90s Halloween.
Yeah. Oh, wow. All right. Dude is in the lead with the 2 points. All right, Jeff,
All
you
right.
ready?
So I'm going to go with another Wes Craven one. And a lot of people said this is scarier than Scream because it's atmospheric. And that's going to be Red Eye. Cillian Murphy just gives such a creepy performance, right? I don't think so. I think it's kind of funny in a way. Like, it doesn't even ramp up and get any intensity until like the 3rd act of the movie, and by that time, it's not really sure how people thought Wes Craven was even like the master of horror after this one came out. I'm so glad he went back to Scream 4. So I don't think this one's funny, or I don't think this one's scary. I think this is kind of a funny. I think it's kind of a joke because it's. He should have just stayed doing meta movies. Honestly, he couldn't do it after Scream anymore. Cillian Murphy couldn't even save this. Rachel McAdams, not even a final girl that makes it believable that it's scary, in my opinion.
Man, I haven't even seen this movie, but now I'm like, I shouldn't pick it up. It just doesn't sound like a good movie.
I haven't seen it either.
Oh, good.
Oh, no? Yeah,
It is
good.
a good movie.
Pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a good thriller.
Yeah, it's really good.
Because I'm like, that 4K got
It's just not scary. It's PG-13. Wes Craven was trying really hard. He wanted to get all those teener boppers in there to see the movie. He was trying to sell the ticket to the high school kids.
All right, from those that have seen it, do you all think it's scary?
I think it's scary. Yes, it's PG-13, so you don't really see much, and there's not a lot of like gore in it. But you got to imagine you're going on a plane ride, you sit next to somebody. This person seems like, oh, he's very charming, this and that, and then all of a sudden, halfway through the plane ride, this guy's a psycho and he's going to kill your family. And he has this whole elaborate plan set up, and you can't do anything about it because you're high up in the sky on this red eye.
Man, spoiler
That's a
alert.
good point.
It's not really spoiler. You read back the movie.
I thought it was going to be a romantic comedy. I thought they had chemistry right there,
even the trailer.
The trailer shows it. Yeah.
Oh, just busting. Yeah.
How can
Plus,
it be
plus it's
scary
like
when the
20 years
trailer
old
shows you
too.
everything?
Yeah.
So do you get to vote if you haven't seen it?
Yep, absolutely. You
Just
just got to go with your heart, whatever your heart says on it.
I think you go. Then you just go by the explanation. Then, if you haven't seen it, but right?
Yeah.
I would. Yeah.
Okay.
I know Jeff was doing a really good job convincing me on that it wasn't scary.
I think Flight Plan is scarier.
Flight
with Jodie Foster.
Oh, Jodie Foster.
And that's not even a scary movie either.
No, thriller, yeah.
My mind went to Flight with Denzel Washington. I was like, what? Oh yeah, Flight Plan. I haven't seen Flight Plan, but I've seen.
And then
Flight.
there's a new movie coming out called Flight Risk. I'm like, there's a lot of flight movies out there. All right, everybody got an answer?
Yep.
Mika and Kira are deciding.
I kind of think of things as this could be a good movie. It doesn't mean that it's scary. Maybe I'm thinking scary is different. Like a movie has to frighten me in order for it to be scary. I know us together, that might have been a bad idea. It's hard for me. I've only watched one movie this year that scared me. That was worth all of the. I'm not gonna say it. All of the stars. Like, okay, but we picked it. We got it.
All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, reveal. So 1 yes there.
Oh,
One, Jeff, you did too good of a job convincing us that it was not scary.
that's
It's too
terrible
much
because
of a
I actually think
thriller
it's
to
pretty
be scary.
pretty scary.
Yeah, so do I.
I mean, I didn't really want to fly after seeing it.
Oh wow! But I got to check out the movie now. I'm like,
Yeah, you should definitely check it out. Yeah, it's Wes Craven. Come on.
Yeah, it's definitely something you should watch.
all right, Nadia.
All right, I'm gonna go with one of my favorite zombie movies, Train to Busan.
Mm.
I just feel like, fast zombies just gnawing at you on a subway or on a train. They're fast, they're vicious. I mean, look at that scene. That was great. So I definitely think this is scary, but at the same time, not scary, if that makes sense. Because they're fast zombies, but how likely is it that this will happen in real life? So
That's a good
I think it's
point.
scary.
Okay, scary. You think it's scary?
But I didn't think about that. That's a good point. How likely is it for zombies to happen? And how likely are you going to be on a train when zombies happen? I mean, that's just a bad day if that happens.
Sucks for you if it happens.
But that is an awesome movie. Good choice right there. That's super fun.
I've actually never
Super
seen
sad.
it, but I heard. I was gonna say I've heard it's super sad.
Oh, you gotta see it.
Oh my gosh.
I've never seen it.
So good.
It's literally
pretty
everywhere on
Yeah.
the streaming. They never take it off.
Yeah, so good.
It's going to be interesting how people vote. We're going to see if people are afraid of zombies or not. See, I'm usually not afraid of zombies if they're the slow, traditional zombies, but when you make them really fast, that does get a little bit more terrifying. So
Right?
I was on a train with super fast zombies, even how unrealistic it would be. That would be super scary. I'd be like, I'm a goner. I'm gone. I'm going to be a zombie.
Yeah.
Mega Mike the zombie man. That's gonna happen. All right. Everybody getting a vote?
Yes.
All right. Ready? 1, 2, 3, reveal. Ooh, 2 no's. So that is 2 points.
I'll take it.
That's good. This might be a game where you win by getting a lot of 2s. It's going to be tough to split on this topic.
Especially if you like the movie, like it's gonna be hard to really to differential or to make it be like scary and good. Like they're both two different things, but you're gonna want to be like, since it's good, you're gonna think it's scary, kind of thing.
I mean, you can win with a bunch of ones.
Yeah,
that's true. That's true. Just don't 0. All right, double.
I hope we got this right.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. Okay, we having a lot of banter on camera here. I know the people are like, what is 2? Maybe should have been one of us. Okay, so you guys, we're gonna go with session 9. Hopefully, I'm not sure too many people. I don't know too many people.
I've heard of it. Yeah.
Okay, so a lot of people usually don't. It's kind of a little sleeper for most people. Yeah, underrated. But we're gonna go with.
Is it with Javier Bardem? Is that him?
Oh no.
No. Okay.
So we'll give everybody an explanation. Yes. So it's not scary to us, like in my opinion, right? Well, I would say scary. Oh, okay. Okay. So you see how we okay. Let's say scary.
Is that the one with the tapes?
Oh, well, there are tapes. So it follows this group of 4 men who are cleaning out asbestos at Danvers State Hospital, mental institution in Massachusetts. But while they're there, there's these old tapes that they start playing. Some weird things start happening. Is it haunted? Is the asylum haunted? Are any of the men haunted? Real creepy elements. So it kind of just follows them over a week-long period. Some turn up missing, and you kind of try to figure out who's done it. So to us, we would say it's scary.
Kind of sounds like The Ring a little bit with the tapes.
Oh, so you didn't describe the tapes well. The
Yes.
tapes are like patients who used to be at the hospital. So you actually
Okay.
to sessions.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Not a VHS, you know.
No,
Okay.
no, like the old school tapes
Yeah.
with the headphones
Yeah.
that you listen to.
Like reels?
Yeah, like the
Exactly,
reels.
What is this rated?
R, I think.
R.
I have that movie. I don't know what it's
Okay.
rated.
Yeah, it's rated R.
And why is it called Session 9? Is it like the 9th session?
Yeah, because you listening to 9 sessions of this
Oh,
one.
gotcha.
Yeah.
You guys got to see that. That's really good. Oh, I know.
I think I'm
I've heard of
confusing
it.
it with 7.
Oh.
Yeah, 7's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, this is a whole different number. This is not.
Yeah.
Okay, I got to. You have to vote, right?
I don't know if I've seen this one then.
I don't think anybody. I think we might be the only ones on here who've seen it. Right?
Oh, really? We are? Oh, yes. I encourage everyone to see it.
See, that's the great thing about these live streams is that no matter what, you get awesome movie recommendations. So that's why I love hosting these because now
I
we get
own it. I've never seen it.
Didn't
you own it, right, Jets? You said you own it?
I own it, but I've never seen it.
Yeah, watch it, yeah.
Did it just come out for Scream Factory? I feel like they just released this, like within the last 6 months.
No, I think
But I could be.
Site has an edition of it.
Oh, maybe Second Sight. I'm
Yeah.
also confusing this movie with other things as well. Yeah.
All right, everybody getting a vote?
Yep.
Got my vote.
All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, reveal. Ooh, 2 no's, 4 yeses. So 2 points.
Oh, okay.
Yay!
Yay!
I still don't
It
get
is on my watch list now, though.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Jess.
Okay. I want to start off by saying that the true villain in this movie is not the person that is on the cover. It is actually a secondary character. I'm kind of a secondary primary character. But imagine, waking up and you don't know, like all these weird beings are in your room and you don't know what the heck is going on, all because you opened a box by mistake. So we're going to go with Hellraiser.
Ooh.
And to me, as a fantastic character as Pinhead is, the true villain of this movie is Julia and Frank. Those are the true villains of this movie.
Yep.
But it's like it's scary because like how far are you willing to go for passion and love? You know what I mean? They open up this box and all of these the Cenobites in itself are scary because you're like, what the hell am I looking at? As they say, angel to some, demons to others. So Hellraiser is scary because you just don't know what you're going to get. You don't know whether you're going to lose your soul and you're going to be stuck as this, the Cenobite with the Hell Priest, because technically his name isn't Hellraiser, it's the Hell Priest. But yeah, so Hellraiser is scary because it's just I don't know I don't know how else to describe this other than you just don't know what you're gonna get.
Yes,
but
because after you watch it, it keeps you up at night.
When I first originally watched it, it really did keep me up at night. So it scared me. It scared 15-year-old Jess.
Yeah.
And
I tell people I was actually in Mid-Level Media's live stream earlier today, and they were talking about Terrifier 3 and the gore and stuff like that. I feel like Terrifier 3 nowadays is what Hellraiser was back in '88 with like gore wise. Like when that came out, people were like, "Whoa, this is crazy!" And then as we progress, like this is like the new, the new pushing the envelope.
Yeah. This was the blueprint for like what we see now gore wise to me personally. So I agree with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that movie is great. That's still my favorite out of the whole Hellraiser franchise. That original, that's so good.
I actually like the entire franchise. There are certain ones that I could, that I'm like, are lower than others, but the original is my favorite. And you've never read the book, this is my chance to convince you to read this because it makes the movie so much more horrific.
My aunt used to rent me horror movies all the time, and I was maybe like 6 or 7 when she rented me the third one. And even I was watching it, and I was like, I don't think I should be watching this. Like in my mind, I was like,
No.
But I did.
I mean, that scene in the third one where he rips her skin off the body, like sucks it through the statue, that's forever ingrained in my brain, my memory.
Same with me.
It's,
I was
in
just
there.
I was drinking my high C, and I was like, whoa.
Not the high C.
Yeah.
I haven't seen past the first one.
Yeah.
Oh, you really should.
Yeah, we seen 1 and 2. I don't
remember.
remember. I've seen 3, but I don't remember it.
well.
The third one's actually my favorite one, but I think it's because I had that early moment with it.
Yeah, because it's so nostalgic for you. Yeah, I except for the more current one that doesn't have Doug Bradley. I haven't seen that one, nor do I care to see it. But I've seen them all.
The new one is good, Jess.
Yeah,
The TV show I started watching because it's closer to the book than this movie is.
All right, everybody got an answer?
Yes.
So is Hellraiser super scary or not? All right, on 3. 1, 2, 3, reveal.
I'm going with yes.
Ooh.
Oh, wow. What does that mean?
That's a zero. That's a zero,
That's
right?
a zero?
Jess, you did too good of a job convincing us
sorry.
that it was scary. I'm like, when you said
I was trying to convince you that Pinhead wasn't scary, that it's the Julie and Frank are the villains, and they're the scary
No, you
ones.
did a really good job. You know, just when you did it with the Cenobites, like not know what.
All right, so after round 1, we got a 3-way tied. So Dude, Nadia, and the double pack, all with 2 points. So that's pretty awesome. Me and Jeff, we only have 1. And Jess has 0, but that's okay.
That's okay.
It's only the first round, and it can completely change with one split the room. So.
And you picked a great one that everyone thought was scary. So that's
yeah.
But I picked an actual
Amazing
scary
movie.
movie.
Yes, you did.
I know. Our movies just don't friend. We might be in the same ball game.
All right, so we are now on the second scary or not round. Oh, okay. I don't even know where to go with this because I thought Halloween was going to do pretty good, and it didn't. It did terrible. Okay, I'm just going to go with my heart on this one. I don't think this is a scary movie at all. It was way overhyped, and I just recently saw it for the first time, and I don't even think it's a good movie. I know I'm going to hear about this in the comments, I'm sure. But we are going to go with, I guess some people call it one of the first slashers. We'll go Black Christmas. Oh my gosh, this movie is a snooze fest. Not much happens. It moves at a snail's pace. You got some guy on the phone breathing and like talking for 3/4 of the movie. I'm like, dude, are you going to do anything or not? Like, let's move on with our lives here. So to me, this movie just doesn't work, and it's not scary. Like, it puts me to sleep every time. Like, that's the thing with it. I can't even stay up and watch this movie, not because it's scary, because it just bored me to tears.
There's a reason it's been remade twice.
Yeah, because they didn't get the first one right. I mean, we got to keep redoing it until they.
No, there's a reason why it's been remade twice, because it's so good that they're trying to cash in on that.
Mm-hmm.
And like just the end credits alone is terrifying in this movie. Like when you see it like back up and you see the lady still like in the window and you can hear he calls back again. That's terrifying.
Oh my god, it's just phone calls. Like,
and then, no, and okay, and there's also one thing where like, okay, so when I walk by doors to this day, I still look in the crack to make sure I don't see an eyeball. Someone like standing behind the door watching me. That's so scary.
And scary about someone being in a house when you in a house.
It's just phone calls. I can make a call right now and try to.
I'm forever terrified of glass unicorns because of this.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait, why do you have a giant phone?
Because
he's ready to
I
call
can make
somebody.
a creepy call and scare everybody. Apparently, that's all you need for a horror movie. Apparently. All right. Well,
I knew my answer as soon as you pulled that up.
well, hopefully it's the most obvious answer because oh my gosh, that movie. That's why I don't blind buy Scream Factory anymore. It was that and Bubba Hotep, and I said, I'm done. I'm done with this label. All right. So everybody got their answer. All right. Ready? 1, 2, 3, reveal.
I 100% agreed with you, Mike.
Ooh, yay. I will take the 2 points. I'm improving. Right, Nadia? Like, what is that movie? I don't know.
I keep giving it so many chances.
I
give up.
agree. I agree with you too, Mike. But I couldn't give you the point.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. But at least we now know.
I actually like one of the remakes better.
I agree. I would go with the remake over that.
Well, one of them. One of them is not so good too.
The most recent one is horrible.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but the one with what's his name? Ooh. I can't think of the actor.
Yeah,
it's bad,
it's the
though.
most recent one. I don't like that one. Yeah.
I own it, but I haven't seen it. But I do like the 2006
The
one.
2001.
Yeah,
that one's
2006 one's
good.
good.
That one's good.
All right, dude. What do you got?
All right, so I'm gonna bring out my boy Chucky from Child's Play. So many people. So I think this movie's scary, but a lot of people think that just because he's in a doll's body, just because he's a doll, he's not scary. Everyone says, "I'll just drop kick him. I'll throw him out the window." This and that. But no, he has the strength of a human man, and he's very, very dangerous and sneaky. I think this movie is still scary, even though he has more sequels that make him less scarier. That doesn't make him any less. I think Chucky himself is still scary. It's just how you shoot him. But
I mean, he's got the smarts of a full-grown person too. Like he's not like
he's a human
child.
being with human being like powers. Or not human being power, but human being strength. So,
but
that's why I always hate when people say, "No, I'll just throw him around." It's like it's not that easy.
Are you kidding me? You watch that on a replay. You have the freaking mom obviously holding Chucky like, like, are you kidding me? That is so fake and cheesy. You want me to be afraid of that?
Cinema.
Not scary at all.
But his foul mouth makes it so much scarier.
Oh, so first we had phone calls. Now we
Mike.
All right, it's like a typical Tuesday for me. Come on.
All right, Mike. I'm gonna go in your car and start stabbing you through the seat and see how not scary that is. No, I guarantee you, all these people who saying, "Oh, if I saw the doll, I just drop kick him and throw him." I guarantee you, half those people would faint or have a heart attack.
They wouldn't. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd run out the house if a doll started walking.
So I think it's scary.
My Chucky sits in the corner of my room that stares at me.
Ooh.
My Chucky stays in the closet.
I see Jess's.
Mine's right there.
If you're gonna have a Chucky all around you, it can't be that scary.
Okay.
All right. Everybody
That was an
writing down
interesting
the
cover you had, Cody.
Yeah.
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 I
It's from
Disney makes
cover
bangers.
right there.
yeah. So it's from a company called Red Planet Video, and they take horror movies or movies that never got kind of like a cool treatment, and they give them the Walt Disney treatment.
That's great.
So funny.
So I have a few of these.
See, it's a Disney movie. It can't be that scary. Family friendly.
Disney
might
could
be-
only hope to have rights to that movie.
You never know. Yeah, see, and even the tape has the.
Oh, that's cool.
Is it watchable?
It depends. Some of them aren't. Some of them are. Like this Child's Play one is.
Ooh.
But I think for what they do is they send you a blank one so you can put it on them themselves. If they did sell it with the movie, it could be illegal. So I think that's how they kind of try to stay away from the legal.
But it's a usable tape, so that's cool.
All right, so Child's Play, super scary or not? Ready? 1, 2, 3, reveal.
Chucky's my dude.
Mine too.
Ooh, that's a split right there.
Ooh.
3 no's, 3 yeses. Dude came to play.
Play with my dolls.
See, and dude, you were acting not confident at the beginning. That was just to throw us off, wasn't it? You're like, I don't know. We'll see. All right, Jeff, you ready? Can you match dolls?
I mean, my next pull was going to match anyways, but you know what's scarier than one doll is two dolls.
Oh,
That's going to be Bride of Chucky. I mean, he gets Tiffany, and she's badder than he is. You know, we had Chucky for about 15 years at that point, and then here comes old Tiffany here, and I think she's more badass than Chucky is, but that's just me, and I think she's scarier. And it opens with the Rob Zombie music. I mean, that just sets the tone from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Chucky kind of gets scarier as he goes along.
Okay, now I know that's a lie. The Child's Play movies in themselves stopped being scary after 3.
Yeah.
No.
3 was the end of an
This
era.
one's still scary. I mean, it's got the Hot Topic store and everything, you know.
That is.
That's a tough one to
But
decide.
Tiffany definitely isn't as scary. Tiffany's more nice than anything. Like, you grow to trust her more than you would Chucky.
She's nice.
Yeah.
She's nice. Like, you're just gonna hang out with her. Like,
No, that's scarier because that just means she's convincing.
She just wants her family and be good. It's Chucky's the one that keeps pushing her to do stuff.
Yes, I trust so, but Chucky.
Me too.
It's an abusive relationship where Chucky makes you do things.
Toxic.
Yep.
It's toxic.
It's a very toxic, yeah.
all right. Everybody getting their answer?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right. So, The Bride of Chucky, super scary or not? 1, 2, 3, reveal. Ooh,
Okay, I got a
2
couple
yeses. 2 yeses. There you go. 2 points.
Wait, and then Jeff, did you say you thought it was scary or no? You said.
I mean, I said yes, and I voted yes, but no, I don't think it is.
Okay.
I do.
Cody called me out with the quickness on that.
I knew exactly what he was bullshitting. I do really like Bride of Chucky though, but I don't think it's scary.
It's a fun time. It's a fun time.
Yeah.
90 of the Living Robert W. Again, Chucky is not scary. Tiana, a member of the channel, says I'm going to go with not scary. All right, Nadia.
Well, for me, I picked this movie just because it's very likely to happen. As someone, I don't babysit, but someone who does. It's going to be When a Stranger Calls remake, not the original. The original's a snoozer for me. For the remake is like, you know, that opening scene, the you're getting calls over and over and over. You're having to call the police, and he's telling you that the call is coming from inside the house. Like, that gave me chills when I first saw it. And I'm like, damn, that can happen in real life. And then, you can't get a hold of the parents. And
I just watched this for the first time like 2 weeks ago, and it's still with me.
The original or this one?
This one. I've not seen the original. I was told to skip the original.
Don't.
I was told that one's a snooze fest. This is better.
So I will tell you one thing. The first 15 minutes of the original is the whole movie of the remake. But after the first 15 minutes of it, it turns into like Law and Order.
Yeah, it turns
I
don't know what that was.
Yeah, and it kind of throws you off. You're like, oh, okay. But when I went and saw the remake in theaters when it came out, I remember being like it freaked me out, really. So I agree with Nadia.
Yeah.
I haven't seen this one. I have not seen this movie. So
Mike,
I have.
I don't know, but phone calls aren't very scary usually.
I see. Nadia thinks it's scary when it's not around Christmas. When people call in,
yeah.
But when it's around Christmas, it's boring.
See, I don't know. Wouldn't they just unplug the phone though? Like,
she's not that smart.
Oh, that's just me, but
No, so, well, the thing about this is she's babysitting, and the person is calling, saying, so she wants to keep these kids safe, and then she finds out the person's in the house, so she has to save these kids that are in the house.
Yeah, if someone calls and says, "Have you checked the children?" I poop my pants.
First of all, you're gonna check the children, not like they do in the movie.
Yeah.
It's not a cell phone, so she can't unplug it.
Yeah.
I had to look at the cover. It's a cell phone. She can't unplug
it. And this might have been before like cell phones even had caller ID.
Oh yeah, this one that they did have
maybe
did not have caller ID.
It looks like she's using a razor.
No, they did. Yeah, just they did. They had cell phones in this.
The house phone had caller ID, I believe.
Yeah.
Wait, but she can't call out though. Like, why can't she call? She
She
can.
can.
Why don't she just call the police?
She does.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and then the police tell her that the call is coming from inside the house, and that's when she freaks out because now like the police have to come, but they're not going to be there.
Take them a while to get there.
Yeah. I mean, the scariest thing about that movie is the housekeeper and the dryer.
Oh yeah.
That's my mom.
Hi guys. Having fun?
Oh yes. So cute. Oh, and a talkie.
All right. So when a stranger calls, super scary or not? All right. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Reveal. So that's 2 no's right there.
Hey, phone calls scare me. I don't know. I'm not going to answer that. Just text me.
Oh,
Who are you guys getting phone calls from? Like
nobody in 2024. That's what would be scary about it.
You're like, why is this phone ringing right now? What does this even mean? I didn't know a phone could do this.
It's all telemarketers.
Go to voicemail.
All right, Mika and Kira, what do we got?
Okay, so hopefully you guys seen this one. But we love a good alien abduction. And so we're gonna go with The Fourth Kind.
Yeah, Mila Jovovich.
Yeah, and to us, this could happen, and this is pretty scary. So we have
I believe this happens already.
Yeah, we have a psychiatrist who's treating patients in this town. I believe it's in Alaska, and people are ended up missing. They're tying it into alien abductions. Really, really creepy atmosphere going on.
I mean, according to this movie, it did happen, correct?
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Well,
because they have like the actual like
the footage, right?
Lady,
yeah, the footage.
in the beginning getting interviewed as well. Like that's what's creepy about it to me.
Yeah, so I would say,
scary.
I think anything aliens is scary.
Yeah. See, I disagree. I don't think this movie is that scary, but I know people who do think it's scary. I saw it with some people in theaters and they thought it was scary, but I honestly think the one movie that's really scary is Fire in the Sky. Have you guys seen that one? About the abduction in Arizona? And that one's that's based on true events.
So I'm a big fan of Close Encounters of the Third Kind, and I thought this was a sequel to that when I went to the theater to see it. Yeah, I was not quite ready for it. I thought it was gonna be like a sci-fi, like I don't know. I guess Close Encounters is like a sci-fi thriller in a way, and there's nothing real scary about it. But this one, it was just like scaring the crap out of me.
Takes you for a ride.
I haven't seen it.
I haven't either.
You ever seen Fire in the Sky, Nadia?
No.
It's really good.
Do you see the aliens in this movie? Like, you see them abduct people and do weird things?
No,
well, the way they do it makes it even more scarier, right? Because the people are questioning realistically what's happening to them.
Oh, yeah, don't get too much away.
All right, so Fourth Kind, is it super scary or not? Everybody got their answer? 1, 2, 3, reveal. One yes. One yes, right?
What does that mean, Mike?
One yes is 1 point.
Okay.
Hey, it's not a 0, it's 1 point, you know?
You just got to be careful not to convince yourself.
I know. I'm still confused.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm still confused with you too.
Yes.
All right, Jess.
Okay, I saw this movie in theaters, and back then I would put it as the equivalent to Hereditary, overhyped and just not scary. I mean, it has that iconic scene in it, but the only thing that's scary about this movie is when she crawls out of the TV. I mean, so to me, this was not that scary. Even when I first watched it in theaters, I was like, I don't get why people were like freaking out. I mean, you watch a videotape and it's like you get a phone again with the phone call, 7 days, and then you're done. Like, you know, like I didn't get it.
We already had DVDs for years by the time this movie come out.
Yeah, like why couldn't we have DVDs?
Who was still getting VHS in 2002?
I mean, I can't. Yeah.
Yes. So when they show the girl in the closet, that part freaked me out.
Yeah, that part was
jump scare.
Oh, the all like distorted.
Yeah. But I don't like this movie, and I'll tell you why. I only saw it once. I went to go see it in theaters with my friends, and we had our parent come with us to buy us tickets to go see Jackass because we want to see Jackass on Halloween. We're like, let's go see Jackass. Jackass was completely sold out for the whole day, so we were forced to see The Ring. So the whole time I sat there really mad. That kind of so I have always held that against The Ring, and I need to rewatch it. I really
Again,
do.
like what you said about Scream, like the thing I remember about The Ring, and it's not even in this movie, is the beginning of Scary Movie where it's like Pamela Anderson. Yeah. Whereas Pamela Anderson, I'm like, wait, that's not in this one. It's in the other one. So again, I don't think this movie is all that great. But even though I own the VHS, and you know, I got the clear one.
I thought that movie was
okay.
That's cool.
Yeah, clear slipcase.
Ooh, that's cool, Jess.
Oh my goodness. The monster girl popping out of a TV. How is that not scary? That terrified me.
I just said it, that scene just made this movie iconic. I mean, you know, just like that scene in Hereditary made that movie iconic, and I can't stand Hereditary.
Same.
A lot of people don't like.
Oh, thank you.
Oh no.
Damn.
All
So yeah,
right.
not scary.
The Ring. Super scary or not? Everybody getting an answer? All right.
I'm so split.
So everybody got an answer?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, reveal. Ooh, 2 yeses. Yes, 2 yeses. That's 2 points. That's good.
No, I really did actually think this movie was scary.
I need to rewatch it.
But I will always remember that part in Scary Movie.
Yeah.
Scary Movie. I always think it's in this one with Pamela Anderson.
Yeah.
All right, so that is the end of round 2 right there. Just looking at the scores here. So, Cody, man, you are in the lead here with 5 points. Wow, that's amazing. Nadia, not far behind, 4 points. Let's see, Jeff, Double, and me, we got 3 points. And then Jess, improving 2 points. So you're just right there. Still anybody's game into the third round. So, third, scary or not round. All right, I got to improve on this one. I don't like my score so far. So, let's see. Should we go with another classic? I think so. Let's go with another classic. And just like Black Christmas, a lot of people think this one is scary. A lot of people love this one. Some people may say it's their favorite horror movie of all time. I, once again, don't think it's a very good movie. And I think it's super boring and was way overhyped. And this is going to have to be The Exorcist. Oh my gosh. Nothing freaking happens in this movie. You got some teenage girl like pees and then throws up and is cussing. I'm like, that's a typical Tuesday for me as a teacher. I'm like, what's so scary about this? I don't understand. Nothing happens. I mean, oh my gosh, talk about moving at a snail's pace. So yeah, this movie just not scary at all. I don't know why people love this one.
So
Did you watch the edited for television one then?
No, I think this is the uncut one. I think so.
I'm just messing with you. I thought Cody was going to leave the room.
I'm just saying, I've seen other exorcism movies that I think are scarier and that are better than that one. Like The Pope's Exorcist, I think is better than
Oh, no, it's not.
Blasphemy.
Just like 3 times before we get to that.
I agree.
See, there we go. See, you know?
So I will admit that I am not a fan of The Exorcist, but I've only seen it once. I was like 10 years old, and me and my friend watched it. And when she was going up and down the stairs like a crab, he like freaked out, like really freaked out, and like ran away screaming. And when people do that, it takes me out of the movie, and it just makes it like that happened to me with The Conjuring. I went to go see The Conjuring in theaters, and that happened, and I hated the movie after that. So I have not seen The Exorcist since I was 10, and when I was 10, I thought it was super boring and overhyped. But it's another movie I need to rewatch.
No, you don't, dude.
For
Nothing happens with it. Like literally, come on. That's the scariest thing. Somebody like crawling, like people that do yoga can do that. Come on now. Jeff's not saying nothing over there. Jeff doesn't want to give anything away. All right. I guess we're just getting to the vote here.
It's a good poker player.
I know. I can't read you all out there. I'm like, how's everybody going to vote? Well, we'll find out. So the original, The Exorcist, super scary or not. Ready? 1, 2, 3, reveal. Ooh, I will take the split. Yay, 3 no's, 3 yeses.
That's 3. What is that? How many points is that? That's 3 points?
That's 3 points right there. 3 points. So those that thought The Exorcist is scary, what makes it so scary? I still don't get it.
Oh, that's one of the first horror movies I remember seeing. And to me, because I watch a lot of horror movies, and it's rare that any scare me. So that's memorable to me because it did scare me. And that's when I still can watch that does scare me. Maybe because that can happen.
Well, yeah, there's and then again, I think top tier acting for one.
Atmosphere.
The atmosphere. I think the fact that possession, I do believe in things like that. That's a little bit, that's the most realistic genre to me in terms of things potentially.
It also depends on how religious you are, I think. So if you're not all that religious, then if it's not like something you truly believe in, it's not going to be scary to you. Versus someone who's like super devout and, Catholic and all that, it is going to be scary to them. So at the time, I was going through like all the catechism training, like classes and like that. So to me, it was scary and it did freak me out. So yeah.
That's a good point. Yeah, I didn't even think about it that way. And plus, I just saw the movie like a year ago, so I don't even have the nostalgia tied with it. So, yeah. All right. But it got me a split, so I'm happy with that. Yeah. All right, dude. I'm going to catch your tail now. I'm going to... I'm right there behind you, dude. What do you got?
I'm going to go with Paranormal Activity 3. With the little girls. They're you actually could go with any of these Paranormal Activity movies. Like all it is, you sit there for 2 hours, you hear bump, you see a chair move or something. It's nothing until like the last 2 minutes, if that. But in number 3 at the end, they show like the old grandma with her cult or whatnot, and I was just like, I don't know, old people in scary movies don't scare me. So I just think it's one of those things that it's it made a lot of money. People thought it was crazy good and thought it was scary, but I just do not find those movies scary. I find them very completely boring.
And you said this was Paranormal Activity 3, you said?
3, yeah. It's like when they go back to I think they're in the 80s and they're with, in the little girls' room.
Oh.
See, I can't remember that one.
It's it's Katie and her sister when they're younger.
When they're little kids and they're like telling the backstory as to what happened, as to why she once possessed and once not.
My box set, and I haven't watched 3 yet.
I don't remember 3.
Is that the one with the fan that like rotates?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Camera.
Yeah. He puts it on the fan. It goes.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't And you saying it's not scary?
Only one of those is scary to me, and it's not that one.
There's so many movies in that franchise now, though. I'm like, oh
Yeah,
my
it
God.
is.
I mean, they even did that one where like people had superpowers, right? Like there's, I think that was one of the entries. Wasn't there one where somebody had like was gaining powers or something?
Oh,
I feel like there was. Wasn't that like number 7 or something like that? 6 or 7?
Oh, shit, I didn't even go to.
I don't
remember.
think
The
so.
marked ones, right? The marked ones.
No, marked ones. That was the spin-off. That was actually really good.
Yeah,
That's the
actually-
one
like
that's
the Mark
scary.
one.
That one's the
Yeah.
best one.
Yeah, the
Mhm.
newest one. That's the newest. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I haven't seen the new one, but the marked ones I've seen. No,
Yeah,
what's
so-
the one I have? Marked ones is where they go to like they're kind of in the Chicano
Yeah.
hood.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
one
then
is that marked one? Yeah, that one I like that one.
The woman that was in the cabin. I'm thinking a different one. Never mind.
It's all a blur. See, it can't be that scary because this whole franchise is a blur. I'm like, I can't distinguish any of them.
Because the marked ones is the 5th one, because there's the 4th one after the 3rd one.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Everybody getting their vote?
Mhm.
This is going to be an answer for the entire franchise. My answer right here. So it's Paranormal Activity 3. Super scary or not? Ready? 1, 2, 3, reveal.
Oh,
Lots of no's. 1 yes.
Oh, look at that. So
1 point, isn't it?
Yeah.
1 point.
1 point.
Look at Cody. See, I like how you guys do that. I see that. So sometimes they lying.
yeah.
So your answer might be different than what you're saying.
I actually think they're all scary, but that one was my favorite one. But the thing is, I haven't seen them outside of theaters. I went to go see them in theaters, and there's something about seeing it in like a sold out theater where it's like everyone's quiet and they make a little boom and everyone's it's just like it's not scary, but everyone's freaking out, and then you leave and you're just like you're still on that case. So like you're in the car and you hit the window and it goes down a bit. You're like like every little sound scares you, or is that just me?
It's a collective experience.
It is,
Yeah.
yeah.
That explains it. I'm like, why wasn't I scared by it? I'm like watching it during the daytime in the
Well, that's
summer.
it, yeah.
I'm just like,
You gotta set the tone.
Yeah.
You got to set the tone.
Uh-huh. Gotta light some candles, play a little Kenny G in the back.
All right, Jeff.
We're gonna go with the Blair Witch Project. This movie is so scary, I won't even buy it again. Like I still have my VHS. People that say, "Oh, it is them running around the woods for an hour and a half, screaming and yelling," how can that be scary? I live in the woods. The woods are scary. Like this is a scary freaking movie, and it's not just the marketing. I mean, the marketing was one thing, but I watched this movie last Halloween season with my kids, and I'm on the edge of my seat the whole time. And I've seen this movie several times over the last 20-ish years or so, and this is a scary movie. But that's just my opinion on that one.
But it's not so scary. The kids can still watch it, is what you're saying.
Well, I let my kids watch scary stuff. So, like, I let my kids watch real scary stuff. Like my youngest was watching Hellraiser with us the other night. So we just watch horror movies in my family. We start them young. Like I said, this one keeps me on the edge of my seat the whole time.
Yeah,
I think it's scary. I think it's scary as well. I haven't seen it in a long time. Where I feel like if you introduce it to newer audiences, since they've seen so much now and kind of know like these found footage things, that it comes off not scary anymore. But to me,
new
like
found footage films don't come off as scary to me.
like when that movie came out, it was super scary. Even though again, not a lot of stuff was happening. You didn't know if it was real or not. It was scary.
Getting lost in the woods then versus now is scary because back then you didn't have cell phones, you didn't have GPS. All you had was your map.
You got a compass.
I live in the woods. I only have to drive 5 minutes down the road, and there is no cell phone service, so it is still scary, even to this day, to get lost in the woods. You can literally be just lost for weeks and not go very far from where you're at. Like I got National Forestry like a mile down the road. A bear will get you and nobody will know it unless somebody misses you. That's some scary stuff. I mean, this is witches, which is just as scary if you believe in witches.
Yeah, and how the movie was marketed too, right?
Mhm.
People were
Mhm.
made to believe it
Oh.
was real, like this was actually
My-
found footage.
My parents told me it was real. They had me watch the sci-fi documentary and go to the website and all that before they took me to the theater to see it. My
Oh,
parents
damn, you saw it in theaters?
put me
Dang.
put me through the ringer on this one. Yeah, they wanted me to make it to think it was real because I had already seen all the Jasons and the Freddys and all that stuff by the time this had came out. This was a nice twist. This was a really scary twist on movies, especially when
awesome.
your parents are like, "Yeah, this is real," and then the internet was so like new that you just believed any website was real.
And then they had to stay hidden for like 2 or 3 weeks afterwards. The
And
actors
they
and
showed
stuff.
up at the VMAs.
The VMAs, yeah.
I said they're alive.
They got saved out of the woods.
And that was the one where like Chris Rock was hosting, and he's like, "This movie cost $70,000. Somebody made somebody kept $69,000 and spent or something like that." But yeah, I remember that. I remember that episode.
All right, so the Blair Witch Project, super scary or not? All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, reveal. Ooh, let's see. Is that a split?
That's a split.
Split right there. Nice. Very good. Yeah, for like found footage, it's just not that genre I think is that scary. I'm like, yeah.
You just had to be there for Blair Witch.
Yeah, it had to
And
be
I-
a part of that experience.
Well, it has. You also have to like. You can't double screen it. You can't have. You have to focus on those kind of movies. And nowadays, it's kind of harder for people to focus on those kind of movies.
Yeah, you can't be on like TikTok and watching that.
Yeah, exactly.
It's kind of like Paranormal Activity, where you thought it was real.
Mhm.
'Cause I thought that was real for the longest time. The first one, at least.
And now
You know what I found out recently? That the orcas in Free Willy are not real. They're animatronics.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. Isn't there
They're-
one that was real? No.
Yeah,
They
there
use
is one that's
one,
real.
but all the ones, like 90% of like the
Yeah.
movie is an animatronic.
Oh, wow.
My whole
just like
life is a
Batman
lie.
Returns, a lot of the penguins were animatronic. Like the penguins taking, penguin into the sewer, animatronics. Mhm.
Huh.
I'm like, I thought they were all real penguins. What happened? All right, Nadia.
So I'm gonna go with a movie that I grew up watching a lot of times. I had it on repeat, and it genuinely scared me as a child. And to this day, I watched it recently, and it's still pretty scary. And that's gonna be 13 Ghosts. That
Ooh.
center one right there, the jackal,
Oh, the best.
the scariest one out of all of them. Just the way that she runs. I just found out she's a girl. She runs, and she just like she's like a football player, and she'll tackle you and just eat your face.
Mhm.
So I think they're all pretty scary, but the jackal is just that's the one that makes this movie scary to me.
Yeah, the jackal was the best one. I love the jackal.
Mhm.
Need its
I
own
love that
movie.
cover.
Yeah, that cover's awesome.
Yeah, that's a fun movie right there.
It
I'm like, I have
is.
to give it a rewatch. It doesn't have a 4K, right?
No.
No.
I saw that they want to do like a TV show on like Netflix or something, and have like each episode dedicated
Yo.
to each
Oh,
ghost.
two different ghosts.
They never
That'd
got to that.
Yeah, I
I'd
don't know whatever happened to that.
Yeah, I would love to get some backstory. Oh yeah.
The Angry Princess.
I know. What's the one with the baby? The big baby. Something mother. Some mother and the
Yeah, no, but the mother was in the time.
Yeah. All right.
All right, 13 Ghosts. Super scary or not? All right, everybody got the answer. 1, 2, 3, reveal. Oh, yes. 3 yeses, 3 no's. That's a split right
Split.
there.
Woo.
Nice.
That's a banana split.
See, Nadia, you understand the game. You're doing really good.
I get it now. Three rounds in.
Yeah, on our fourth appearance, we would have got it.
Right.
Yeah, I think sometimes the scoring throws me off.
What do you mean? It makes perfect sense. All right, Mika and Kira. Oh, you guys are muted. Oh, there we go.
Oh, you muted us, Amanda? Oh no.
Oh, we not muted.
Oh no, we. Oh, okay. Oh yes. Oh yeah. Okay, so the movie Censor. Ooh, am I making that angled right? Hopefully people can see that. I'm not sure if too many people have seen this movie.
Mm-mm.
Oh wow. Okay, so I'll explain it. Yes, this film is uniquely different. We've seen nothing like it. I love the original plot. We find it very scary. I mean, look at the cover alone, right? Does that not give you scary vibes? So let me explain what this is about. This is about a woman who is a TV censor. So her entire job is she watches films to give them an actual rating. And then one film kind of hits too close to home. And so like her whole motivation of this movie is the one film she can't unsee. And I don't even know if I should give the reason why.
No,
that's too dark.
No.
But the one film she can't unsee sets the tone for the entire pace of this movie. Edge of Your Seat, dark, chilling. The score is quite frightening. So, Censor.
Yeah, see, it's so tough when it's like I haven't seen it. I don't know.
I haven't seen it, but a lot of people love that movie.
Oh, yeah. That cover looks really cool. It's a really cool looking cover. Jeff, have you seen that one?
I have not.
Mm-mm.
So I guess it depends on what's on that tape that she sees.
What is the tape? What
Set
can't
the
be
tone. The
unseen?
tape sets the tone. Look at the cover.
I thought it was Poltergeist when you first pulled it up.
All right, so Censor. Is it super scary or not? All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, reveal. Ooh, 3 no's. Oh, 4 no's. 4 no's. 2 yeses. 2 points. All right, there we go.
So you guys would recommend that movie, though, correct?
Oh yes, definitely.
It sounds good. Yeah.
Very good. Yep.
See, we're getting a lot of good recommendations tonight from Mika and Kira. It was right. We got what was the first one? It was
Passion
Oh,
9. So that's Passion 9. Passion 9. Passion 9.
Passion 9.
Passion 9 is a totally different movie.
We got
Passion 9.
Yeah, don't be looking at Passion 9. That's gonna be something totally different.
No, not that.
Those are those late night commercials.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Late night.
You're like, what is this movie? Would you recommend?
I know. Oh no, that's not what we recommend.
I'll be like, I'm already invested in the characters. I gotta watch it all.
All right, Jess.
Okay. I think the original is better, but this does a decent job. So we're going to go with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Are you going with the you said you're going with the remake?
No, I said it doesn't. The original does not hold a candle to this. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
That's from like 2006, right?
No, 2003, two or three. One of the two. Yeah.
I actually prefer
Yeah.
this one over the
I
original.
like that this version too. Yeah.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
seen that.
I
one.
like. I don't know. I like the whole like DVD.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I
this
have
the
that.
whole
That's
packaging
sad.
is,
Tin?
packaging is cool on this.
I love that.
You used to have the metal tin that come with it. It was like a metal faceplate.
No, because I bought it secondhand, so it didn't come with it. Like it was missing, so all I have is this.
That would be the one thing that most people would probably keep out of it.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, that movie is terrifying. And I remember growing up, people that didn't see the original but saw that movie and saw, based on a true story. Some people actually thought it was real, like Leatherface existed or something. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So yeah, he's terrifying in that movie. Yeah, that's a really good remake.
Well, he does exist, right?
Ed Gein.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's on the tip of my tongue, but he beat me. Yeah, Ed Gein. That's what this movie's based on.
But it's not
Like they take
level.
chunks of things.
Yeah, they take
Mhm.
pieces and they
Yeah.
made this movie. Well, the original, but
Yeah.
I
so
love how they-
I'm gonna go with the original over the remake.
So
It's
wait,
decent. It's a decent remake. I'll give it that.
but we're voting on the remake, right?
Yeah, you're voting on whether or
Voting on
not
the
this
remake,
is scarier than the original.
Okay. I'll tell you what, I do. This is not a popular answer, but or thing to say. I do find the original one very annoying with all the like.
No, a lot of people.
It's just-
It was very
sometimes-
hard for me to watch the original because it just looked weird. I'm like,
Yeah.
is this Technicolor? But not really.
Well, it's just like all the screaming. I'm like, dude, shut up! Like the guy, I can't think of his name. Yeah, the guy in
Franklin.
like Franklin. You got to stop, dude. You got to stop or die first.
He's just all besides screaming. Like he was the real scream queen of the movie.
Must go. Okay.
All right. So the remake, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, is it super scary or not? All right. Ready for answers? 1, 2, 3. Reveal. Ooh, lots of yeses right there. Only one no.
So 1 point, right? I think I'm getting it.
1 point. 1 point.
I know, right?
So I still did a horrible job selling it because I've never seen the original, so I had to try and convince you that the original was better than the remake. I've only seen the remake.
I wonder if the original would have got more of a split. Because some people
Maybe.
think the original is a little bit slower and it's not as exciting. And
I don't own the original, so I can't.
It's just a very.
And I've
loud
never
movie.
seen it.
It's just chainsaws and screaming.
Yeah, basically, yeah. It's still worth a watch though, just so you can say you've seen it.
Yeah, I mean, it's still a classic.
yeah. And it's perfect timing. They just came out with like this $300 edition.
Chainsaw.
Wait, doesn't it have the movie on VHS in that box set too?
Yeah.
Nice. Do I don't think I own the second one at VHS, but not the first.
Oh, cool. Oh, yes, I might be the only one. I had to grab my cat. I don't know if y'all can hear. She like keep going in these bookshelves. You're losing it. Yeah, she's losing it. What was that all about?
All right. So I'm just taking a look at the scores, crunching some numbers here. So Nadia is actually in first right now with 7 points. 7 points. So that's amazing. Dude, 6. I have 6 as well. Double with 5. Jeff has 6 actually, and then Jess with 3. Still anybody's game though, because if you split the last 2 rounds and everybody gets like 2s and 1s, still can easily win. So this is a close race actually though. There hasn't been a ton of splitting here tonight, so I think it will come down to the wire. And who knows? Maybe we go to overtime. We will see.
Sudden death.
Sudden death.
So we are into the 4th round. Scary or not? Ooh, all right. Let's see if I can keep it going. All right, I'm going to go with another classic. I feel good with the classics tonight. Some people love this movie, but I think when you look at this whole director's filmography, this is one of the more slower, more boring, less scary movies that you could choose. So I'm going to go with The Fog. Yes.
Oh gosh.
John Carpenter's The Fog right here. So hear me out.
Then you
here.
made Jeff leave.
That's okay. That's okay. It's The Fog. Like, fog isn't that scary. I live in fog all the time. You just get some fog lights on your car, you're good to go. No problem. So a lot of this movie is more of just like a spooky ghost tale. It takes forever to really get to anything. And then by the end, you're like, oh, there's some pirates here because somebody took some gold. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is Pirates of the Caribbean. It's like a Disney movie that kids can watch. So when you're looking at John Carpenter's filmography right there, I think his other movies are way scarier, like Halloween, They Live, just so many other choices to go with. before you get to the fog. I mean, the Thing, way more scary than the fog. At the end of the day, it's just some fog, just a spooky ghost tale, but not really scary. Like if I'm gonna have, kids watch a John Carpenter movie, I'd probably pick The Fog because I think it's the least scariest. Simple as that.
It's just Pirates in the Fog.
Exactly. That's all it is. Pirates of the Caribbean right there. Disney movie.
But it looks
Disney
like
ride.
it looks like that outside my front door every morning.
Exactly. How scary can fog be? See, this is tough. I don't know what everybody's thinking here.
Wait, Mike, what are you saying? You said it's not scary?
I don't think the fog's scary. All right. So, is the fog super scary or not? Ready? 1, 2, 3, reveal. Ooh, I will take 1 point though.
What was it? How many people?
Only one yes.
Yeah, I'm happy I didn't vote no. I was back and forth on that one, so I'll take 1.
Do you prefer that over the remake?
Oh, the
I don't even remember the remake. Isn't that the one with that Smallville actor?
Yeah, it's got Superman in it.
Oh, yeah.
Tom Welling in that one.
As the guy looks like Tom Green as the priest.
Yeah, I have to rewatch it.
remake either.
The original it's not scary, right? Like everybody voted no. It's not really scary, so yeah.
No. I actually like the remake better.
I guess the remake would be better than the original, but if you had to pick between the two, yeah. But the remake wasn't scary though to me though, but it's better than the original.
Yeah, and I'm opposite.
Really? I don't know. Oh, yeah, you guys know how bad our vision is. We're trying to pick this film and we both can't see it to save our lives. That's all right.
All right, dude, you are up.
This is fourth pick.
Yep.
So I'm gonna go with the first Strangers movie. I think this movie is super, super scary. It's a very simple movie, but it's one of those movies where I saw it in theaters again with a collective audience back when theaters were, almost sold out or sold out. So it was just a movie where everybody was quiet, and then once you left, everyone was kind of like looking over their shoulder when they're outside and stuff like that. And I remember like I drove home and got out of the car and I looked at my like street light and like looked and I was like, in my mind I was like, oh, what if someone was standing under there? So the movie stuck with me. I think it's very scary, and I know that they had a second one come out that made it that people like kind of I still like the second one, but people kind of dampen on it. So now that the original one's not as scary to people anymore, but I still find it extremely scary.
Yeah. Home invasion, scary.
Yeah.
Those masks are terrifying. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I just like that.
And the
part.
line.
Why are you doing
Yeah.
this?
Yeah.
Because you're home.
Yeah, because you're home. And that's so scary because you're like, dang, like
that's all it took was for me to stay home that night.
Yeah,
well, she shouldn't have answered the door. Like, get a ring light or something. Like, come on. Like, just open
have
the door. Like, hey, what's up?
They didn't have that in 2007 or whenever that.
Oh yeah,
no ring.
Yeah, but see, I never answered the door.
No,
I mean, especially like late at night like that. Like, come on.
And this one's this one's technically based on a true story as well.
But the remake is totally like the same thing. If anybody's seen,
I have not seen the remake.
It's the exact same thing.
Yeah,
it's like changed location, same story.
Except the ending, right? Yeah. Oh well,
yeah. And they do have a peephole, but remember the light was broken, so they couldn't see who the person was. They just see the silhouette of a girl.
Oh yeah,
I wouldn't open it.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't open it either, but then the movie would be over.
Yeah. I'm always looking through the curtain.
Oh no, isn't that funny? Every time somebody ring the doorbell, you're like, "Who's that?" Someone comment now.
How dare you?
What is that?
All right, so for the Strangers, super scary or not? Ready? 1, 2, 3, reveal. Ooh, lots of yeses. One no.
I
Not
gave you one
scary,
point.
Thank you.
The concept is scary, but I can't stand Liv. But what is it, Liv?
Oh, Liv
Liv
Tyler.
Tyler. I can't stand her character in that movie. I could barely make it through that movie.
So you know what bothers me is, and I know I'm the only one that notices this, is she leaves the big thing of ice cream out on the table. Like she like puts it in there and she turns around and walks away. And I don't that even the first time I watched it, I was like, why is she leaving that big Bluebell bunny out like that? like that's not cheap.
Oh my goodness, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah. Well, now when you watch it, you're gonna see her leave the ice cream out.
Yeah.
She puts it all together and goes and eats it. It's like, what? Who does that?
All right, Jeff.
So I'm gonna go with the scariest one of the series with Halloween 3. You get corporate greed here. You get them taking care of kids. That's probably the scariest thing. Was that their grand scheme is to take out kids? I mean, is it scarier than that? They don't really quite make a lot of horror movies that are based around kids, other than like Children of the Damned, and they don't touch that subject too often because it's that scary. And then the theme song for this movie is enough to just give you nightmares. It just gets stuck in your head, and that little jingle, it'll just be stuck with you forever.
I'm thinking of it now. Yeah, I'm thinking of it now. It's torturous.
So Jeff, you said that was the scariest out of the whole franchise.
Yeah, that's the scariest one. Do they off kids in any of the other ones? This is the only one where they're going to kill kids in it.
Yeah. I mean, if you think about 2018, they kill that dancer kid.
Oh yeah, yeah. What is that?
What
I
dancer
guess.
kid?
I try not to think about those too much.
Yeah. In 2018, remember he's in the car. His dad is taking him to go hunting because he wants to go dancing. So I think it's him trying to make his son straight, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like he's like, we're gonna go do something manly, and then like gets his neck snapped.
Yeah, but I mean, on the grand scheme of things, that's all this one was, because they were selling masks to all these kids, and all the masks were going to do the same thing at the end of the song, which is eat the kids' faces. That's scary. I have nightmares thinking about that still.
I don't know, Jeff. I don't know if you're convincing me.
Yes. That keeps Jeff up at night still.
It does. It does.
Just don't buy the mask, and you're good. Like, just look for the
and you would think that people would laugh about that, but how quick are people to jump on the new Apple product or the new this or the new that because it's hot? People wanted these masks because it was the hot thing. All the kids had them. It was the easiest way to get everybody all at once. And nowadays we just roll with it. If they did the same thing with our cell phones, we'd all be gone. But these are masks that every kid wanted.
Imagine if they did that with Furbies in the 90s.
I know they're probably recording us and everything.
Mine would wake up in the middle of the night and just start screaming.
Yeah, they had to go.
This is Jeff on like a normal Tuesday night in November. Halloween 3. I still have nightmares.
All right.
That's how he wakes up Easter Sunday.
Yeah.
All right. Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. Super scary or not? All right, everybody. 1, 2, 3, reveal.
This is actually one of my favorite movies.
Yes.
Ooh,
you got to split.
That's a split right there.
Wow. Jeff, I really thought you were playing us there.
No. I mean,
I am truly sorry if you wake up in the middle of the night. Really
I don't wake up in the middle of the night, but when I was a kid and my uncle was introducing me to the Halloween movies, he introduced me to 3 in the order, but he said, "Look, everybody hates this one, but it's the coolest one." He said, "It has nothing to do with Michael, and I want you to know this before you start watching it, because that's why everybody hates it, because they were blindsided. You know going into this that it has nothing to do with Michael, but it's super sinister." And that and him saying that to me at 7 years old stuck with me. I'm 35. It stuck with me for a long time now.
That's actually my favorite Halloween movie.
It's fun.
It's not my favorite,
It's
but
not
it's
her
fun.
favorite,
Oh no,
but yeah.
but you love it though, bro.
It's not as bad as everybody used to make it out to be. That's for sure.
I like how you described it. If
Yeah.
you watched
Like
that one
standalone,
firstly,
yeah.
standalone, and then yes, I can totally see it.
Yeah, because when I was a little kid, I got the third one. I was like, "What the hell is this?"
Oh yeah, exactly. That was like
Yeah.
one, then like what?
But yeah. But I like it now. I like it a lot now.
All right, Nadia.
For my fourth pick, it's a movie I haven't seen in a long time, but I do remember it and it has stuck with me, and that's how I know it's impacted me a lot. And it's going to be The Conjuring 2. Yes, it's another possession movie, but it takes it like 50 times scarier than the first one. There's all these demonic attacks. There's Valak, the demonic nun. There's the crooked man. There's like all these furniture just flying around, and I think this is actually also based on a true story that it actually did happen in London or England, somewhere there. But there's like a lot of jump scares in it, and that they actually got me. So this is gonna be my fourth pick.
So I think there's a line in the movie where they talk about if your bed is like the same way as the doorway, it lets demons in or whatever. And I remember that kind of freaked me out because that's how my bed is like. And I was like,
They walk right into
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, that's a good one though.
That was
Yeah,
a nice
I-
follow-up. Yeah, a nice follow-up to the first one.
Mm-hmm.
All right, The Conjuring 2. It's gonna be interesting to see how people vote on this one. Everybody got an answer? All right, ready? The Conjuring 2. Is it super scary or not? 1, 2, 3, reveal. Ooh, lots of yeses right there. 1 no.
well, at least I gave you a point, or you have a point.
Yay.
So
Oh,
I
dude,
guess
you
we need
didn't
to
think
see
it was
that one.
scary?
If everybody says it's scary.
No, like I said, when I saw the first one and I saw it in theaters, and the guy got up screaming and running down the aisle, I was like, I can't take these movies seriously anymore. And then the second one, I was like in and out of, and I was like, I was done with the whole franchise after that.
So you haven't seen the rest?
Mm-mm.
The first two are really good though. Some of the side movies are like I can't get on board with the Nun movies. I'm just like, ugh.
I want none of that.
None of that.
See what you did there?
Yeah.
I know. I like that.
And I did see Annabelle, the first one. I didn't like it. But everyone keeps telling me that the second one's really good.
Yeah, Creation.
Yeah, Annabelle Creation's really good.
I like that one. Mm-hmm.
Is Creation's the second one?
Yeah, Creation, and then
No,
Comes Home.
Yeah.
Annabelle Comes Home. I
like
liked them all actually.
Yeah, I did too.
But 2 is definitely good. Like
Yeah,
Creation's really
2. Creation's really good.
All right, Mika and Kira.
Okay, so we might be throwing out another one that no one may know, but but we're gonna give you Housebound. Has anyone seen that before?
Mm-mm.
No.
No.
Okay, so Housebound, I'm going to say, is not scary. So the premise of this movie is basically what it says. So you have a person who's stuck in their house. They can't go anywhere. And what that entails, because they can't go anywhere, but there's something going bump in the night. And could there be something going on in the house that you can't escape because you can't leave the house?
Oh yeah, did you explain the reason why the person can't leave the house?
Oh yeah, you can.
Yeah,
give
they
that away.
committed a crime. Not giving it away. Committed a crime and is on now house arrest. So think in terms of the person is literally homebound.
Yeah. But we're
So is
gonna
the
go.
house haunted?
Don't know.
That you have to. It keeps you guessing to the end.
It keeps you guessing. But to us, we watched this one a couple times, but we would say it's not scary. Yeah. But a fun watch.
All right. So Homebound, right? Homebound.
Housebound. Housebound.
Oh, Housebound.
Homeward Bound.
That's what I was thinking of, right?
The Incredible Journey.
That's what I was thinking of. Okay, Housebound.
Oh, I know. That's.
Oh my god, that ends in still all these years
Yeah.
later.
The Shadow.
I know, Shadow.
Yes. Oh, that was such
All
a
right. So Housebound, super scary or not? Ready? 1, 2, 3, reveal.
Oh!
Oh.
Wow.
I almost wrote yes, just the way you described it.
You guys, we giving you guys to add to the list. I want y'all to watch these.
I don't know which one I want to go with next.
Is it a good movie though?
Oh yes.
Is it?
Yeah. And it's based is Australian, but it's really, really good. Is what the oh no, that'll give it away.
No.
Yeah, it's good.
All right, Jess, what are you thinking?
I don't know. I have like 4 picks right here. I don't know. I'm gonna go with this one. Points or no points. We'll see how I can sell it. The Changeling. One of the most well-told ghost stories I have ever watched. Where is it? There he is. This wheelchair, I will say it to the day I die, that this wheelchair deserved best supporting actor in this movie. And I'm going with The Changeling. That's all I'm going to say about this. Like, if you've seen it, you can go off of whether you think it's scary or not. But to me, one of the most well-told ghost stories of all time.
I agree with
And a wheelchair.
you. Just
I know my watch list.
Just enough, just a taste.
Just enough. Like, I don't know. If you like ghost stories, I don't want to give too much away because I don't want to oversell it or undersell it too much. But
Let's just say that was Nev Campbell's first horror movie she ever watched, and she stopped watching horror movies because of it. She was so scared.
a fun fact. I did not know that.
Look at that.
What a weenie.
That's probably just her way of saying I don't like horror movies, so stop asking.
Maybe,
You know?
maybe. Even though she's like a scream queen,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when did you watch it though? Yeah, because that could affect it. How old you were when you watched it.
Yeah, when you watched it, yeah. I watched this relatively recently, like 2 years ago, and again, freaked me out. But one of the best ghost stories I've ever seen.
See, I haven't seen this one, so
Me
I'm gonna have
neither.
a complete blind vote here.
Mm-hmm. Has anybody seen this though?
Yeah.
You have. Okay.
Jeff, no.
No.
All right,
Definitely
so
add it to your watch list.
The Changeling. Is it super scary or not? Ready?
George C. Scott.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, reveal. 2 no's. 2 points.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. So that brings the 4th round to an end. I'm just taking a look at the numbers here. Well, let's just go through everybody. So I'm at 7 points. Dude is at 7 points. Jeff here. Oh my gosh, Jeff. 9 points. Very good.
Jeff.
Nadia, 8 points. Double, 5 points. And Jeff, 5 points.
We'll take it.
But that's actually really good for the first time playing Split the Room. Believe it or not, that's actually good for first
Especially we
time.
have no idea what's going on.
Exactly.
I know we got bad acting skills.
Oh.
All right, so we are
That's
on
better than
to
us, Jess.
But
That
Chia-
support that Chia
that's supporting.
is a better supporting actor than us.
So we're on the 5th scary or not round, possibly the final round, unless we go to overtime. So 5th round. Ooh. You know what? I got to go with this title. The most infamous killer of all time that has killed more people than anything out there. And that is actually undefeated. Has never been defeated. And we're going to go with Old Age. From Old. You cannot defeat time. Everybody's going to get old eventually and pass away. So to me, that's a very terrifying concept that Shyamalan tackled right there, because you get to see these people's old age sped up, and you get to see like their medical conditions just take over them, and like one lady's bones are very fragile and just are like breaking in quick time, and you're like, oh my gosh, this is like the creepiest thing I've ever seen when she's crawling through the tunnel after the kids, and you're just like, oh my gosh, that's what you're hearing, all the cracking noises. It's like you can't escape old age. You just can't escape time. Like Jason, you can run away from that person, you know, like you can escape all these other famous killers out there, but old age, you just can't do it. So to me, when I saw this movie, it was just like reality check, like super terrifying. So old, very scary in my opinion.
Super.
It's funny. I worked at a movie theater when that came out, and a lot of people would walk out because they got so bored and they didn't want to see it anymore.
Yeah, you feel like you're aging while you're watching it.
That's the real horror of it.
I actually like the movie. The movie's really solid. Okay.
It was fun on a rewatch, but yeah, ooh, my boy Sean.
It was fun, but was it scary?
Yeah, he a hit or miss.
And we're not saying if the movie's good or
I
not,
know,
it's
I know.
scary or not, okay? And I think I'm telling you that old age is a very scary concept, especially if like your time is sped up. I mean, these people are trapped on the beach, they cannot leave, they know their time is going to be gone in just a few minutes. I mean, that one daughter gets like pregnant and has a baby right there in just like a few moments. Like, that's not scary. That's more terrifying than anything I've seen in a Halloween movie. I mean, oh my gosh. It's like a 2-minute, like just pregnant.
I mean, Michael on
baby
the
out.
beach wouldn't be very scary to me.
Mike's like, oh, I was on a tropical paradise.
This was not a tropical paradise. This was not island time. Island time, very relaxed. It feels like you got all the time in the world. This was the reverse. No time. Your time is running out soon. So this was not a fun beach. Okay. All right. Well, I can kind of see where this is going, but I threw the Hail Mary. We'll see what happens.
We all think it's scary, Mike. Don't worry.
All right. Old, super scary or not? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Reveal. Wow. I'll take my one little point.
Do you really think it was scary though in real life?
I think the concept is terrifying. And I thought it was a really good movie. Like for a thriller type of film, I thought it was excellent. So I don't know why people hate on that one. I thought it was pretty good.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
And how it's filmed too. Like it's very isolating. Like even though it's on a beach, it's filmed with a lot of sharp angles. So it doesn't feel like you're on a large beach. It's really cool how they did it. But now you got a recommendation. Everybody go watch Old.
Yeah, I saw it. See, you saw it. Yeah.
All right, dude.
All right, so my last one here. This movie, when actually was coming out, it was Steven Spielberg wanted to coin a new phrase called like thramedy, like a thriller comedy. But when I saw it as a young kid, I found it very, very scary, and I do find it very scary. And because of this movie, I have a fear of spiders and arachnophobia. So it's arachnophobia. I think this movie is super scary.
The same movies tonight or what?
What?
I think we pulled the same movies tonight. I've had.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I think arachnophobia. Like that's just like so many different scenes are so scary in this movie. And yes, there is some comedy thrown in there, but overall, I think this is scary, especially if you do not like spiders.
I mean, that movie will make you not like spiders. Like I never had a fear of spiders till I seen that movie.
Yeah, and they use real effects or like real spiders, and they also do some animatronics that look really real. So I think it's terrifying.
I'm like, come on, that's like a Disney type of movie. That's
okay. This is not. It's not a Disney movie.
Come on, Disney movie.
It's not a Disney movie.
No, I think it really is. Isn't it under Disney? Arachnophobia?
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
Touchstone. Yeah, because it's
Touchstone. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
is it rated R?
Yeah. No. Yeah.
I think it's like PG-13.
Is it even PG-13? That feels like a very light PG-13.
There's some.
Yeah, because there's a shower scene. You know.
But there's
And
no
there's
nudity.
some
There's no
language.
nudity, but they'd still put it PG-13 because of that.
But it's just a bunch of spiders. Like, come on, just get some bug spray. You're good.
That was
that easy.
And of course, these spiders, when they bite you, you die almost immediately.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So you don't even have a chance, really.
All right. Arachnophobia, scary or not? All right, everybody ready?
Mhm.
1, 2, 3, reveal.
How many yeses is that?
That's one no from Jeff. So 1 point.
I actually do think it's scary. I just thought there was going to be a bunch of no's.
Jeff, is this the movie I sent you? Is this one? Of the
It
movies?
is. It is.
Okay.
And I hadn't seen it until you sent it to me.
Okay.
But it did scare me. Like I don't like spiders.
Yeah, it's a freaky movie, but I think it's so well made.
Mm-hmm.
John Goodman is excellent. in
Yeah,
it.
John
Mhm.
Goodman.
Terminator. Yeah, it's so funny.
But he's only in the movie for a little bit. So just be aware
But
of that.
but he's in it throughout. But you have Jeff Daniels throughout the whole movie, so that's good.
All right, Jeff.
All right. So the opening dialogue of this movie, it sets the whole tone. He says, "My mother says to never do this," and he picks up a hitcher, and he has the scariest day and a half of his life.
Is that the
And-
remake or original?
This is the original. This is the original. The remake's not really scary. I think it's just more flashy, in my opinion. This is actually like edge of your seat, like you're like clenching your fist. You're like white knuckled the whole time, and it's all because of this guy right here. He just keeps you on your edge the whole time. It's very atmospheric.
And you know how scary this is, and how good this movie is that it's even on Christopher Nolan's top 10 favorite movies of all time. And that's what he wanted the Joker to be based off of, the Hitchhiker.
I am sorry if I drive past you and you have your thumb out, but this movie is why I keep driving. I will not pick up a hitchhiker. It wasn't Texas Chainsaw that did it for me. It was this one. This is the scary hitchhiker movie because it's super realistic in my opinion.
Well, I have to see this movie now. This is another one.
Yes, must be.
Oh yeah, you have to see it.
All right, The Hitcher. I didn't even know there was a remake, so that's cool.
Oh, yeah.
I like the remake, but
The remake's good.
I haven't seen the remake.
I love the original over the remake. It's like the remake isn't bad, but you have to choose between the two.
It's just hard to find.
All right, The Hitcher. Super scary or not? Ready? 1, 2, 3, reveal. Ooh, that's a split right there. Ooh.
Oh, Jeff, I have it here too.
Wow.
Yeah, it's that's a nice box set,
It's
isn't
a
it?
great box set, yeah.
Like this movie deserves it. It really does. It's such a good movie.
People have been waiting for it for years.
Now I'm just waiting for them to treat this one proper because
Yes,
this
sir.
is the only high def in the United States. You have to import it from Canada, and it's over $100 now.
Oh wow!
So, and now that one needs love because it's not bad. It's one of those good remakes from the middle thousands.
There were some good remakes.
All right, Nadia.
So mine, I don't have my copy. I don't know where it went, but mine is going to be Final Destination 3, which is the roller coaster one.
Oh.
I'm a big fan of that franchise, but the roller coaster one is like I'm a big amusement park person. I go very frequently, and every time I'm strapped in, I look over at my friends. I'm just like, "Hey, you guys ever seen Final Destination?" And then we just like zoom in, and that's how I get them. But this movie has really stuck with me a lot, and the deaths are just so good, very creative. Yeah, it's my most watch out of the franchise.
It's because of this one that while I'm in line at amusement parks, I'm looking at all of the pillars and making sure things ain't shaking apart,
Right?
and all of that.
That's
Like,
a good
Every
Yeah.
Final Destination movie finds something to make you scared of, and but
That's
this
it,
one's
yeah.
different things.
See, that's exactly
it was
what I
like
was-
everything
yeah.
at the amusement park that was supposed to be fun was now scary.
hmm
Mhm.
So
Well-
if a movie sticks with me like that, I consider it scary.
Well, yeah, it's one of those movies where like after like the whole franchise, after you go home, you're just like looking at everything. You're like, I can't touch my blender, I can't brush my
Yeah.
teeth, you can't do anything.
I can't open my front door.
I can't do anything anymore.
All right, so Final Destination 3, super scary or not? Ready? 1, 2, 3, reveal.
Oh, it's almost a split.
4 yeses, 2 nos.
The new one's coming out soon, guys, next year.
That
I'm
one's
excited.
supposed to be on a cruise
right.
ship, I think.
No, it's gonna be the big opening kill is gonna be in a restaurant on top of a building, like one of those like kind of like in Vegas, like the big
Oh, the spinning one.
the stratosphere, like something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Now you're not going to want to eat again. You know, it's like going to a restaurant. You didn't know it was so dangerous.
But I know a lot of people want the cruise ship.
I think that'll be too much like Ghost Ship.
Yeah. And I know that they're trying to like scale the story back a lot. Because it's called like Bloodlines, and it's gonna go like I guess this accident happens and then it doesn't start killing until like 40 years later. So something like that.
Mm.
Oh.
Yeah.
So they're going to tie it back to the first one by the time it comes out.
Yeah, you never know.
All right, Mika and Kira.
Last one. Oh no, because we can't decide. Like we have so many movies here, and I'm like, I think we're so bad with this game, you guys. But we're gonna choose Amityville Horror, the original. We're gonna say it is scary. I mean, first of all,
Have you guys seen this one?
Yes.
Yes.
Not me, but that's okay.
Yes.
Okay, Mike.
Yeah, so this one is scary. This one still scares us to this day. I think
More scary than a remake.
oh my god, definitely more scarier than the remake. And they didn't have much in terms of making this film, but just like the impact in terms of like the family moving to this house that's haunted, the dynamics, what takes place in the house, like ultimately affecting one major character more primarily than the others. Feeling trapped, like confined, mad. We just think it's all very scary.
Haunted House.
Haunted house.
And then another movie that's based on a true story.
Story. Yep. You go visit the house in New York.
Well, it didn't take much to scare me. I mean, all they needed was the fishline. When those window shutters start like popping open and slamming against the house, that's scary enough for me. And that's all. Like everything in that movie's practical. That's what's scary about it.
hmm
There's nothing in that movie that's not a practical effect.
It's from the 70s, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no Ryan Reynolds abs though.
Wow.
James
Chopping
Brolin-
wood.
Oh no, she's
James Brolin-
Yeah.
Yeah, he ages good too.
Oh, he is.
All right, the Amityville Horror, super scary or not? All right, ready? Got our votes. 1, 2, 3, reveal.
Oh, Dad. See,
No, we got 1 point.
Okay.
I got you 1 point.
Yeah,
That's because I haven't seen the movie. Every time I haven't seen, I've been mostly no. So, all right, Jess.
Okay, this one is called Dead of Night, and it is about being trapped in a lighthouse with a serial killer. Well, very lesser known. He's like a hunter, and you're just spending the entirety of the movie trying to get out of this lighthouse with this guy that's trying to kill you. So it's kind of like a slasher in a lighthouse.
What year is
Dead
that?
of Night. This is 2000.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I never saw
I would
that.
imagine that's very claustrophobic.
Dead of
Mhm.
Night.
Sounds like a good time to me.
Yeah.
A lighthouse. Yeah. Wow.
Mm-hmm. I'll show like it's got like look at the back graphics. I don't know if you can see that, but
Ooh. Oh. Who
Is there a
I wanna
Blu-ray
see that.
release of that or DVD?
I honestly don't know. It's one of those random VHS tapes I found at the tape store that I go to. So in the horror section. So if I've never seen, you know, I've honestly never seen a DVD of it. So who knows if it ever made it off of VHS? It might have because it's 2000. So it might have a DVD. But we have Dead of Night.
Well, Eli has it on VHS as well. So I wonder if it's just not available on anything else.
Maybe.
Ooh, 600 plus VHS. Wow,
Nice,
Eli.
Yeah.
All right, Dead of Night. Super scary or not? Everybody got their answer?
Mm-hmm.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, reveal.
Ooh, Split.
Is it?
3 no's, 3 yeses. Good job.
Oh, cool. Yay.
There you go. That's the way.
I've
Is it
honestly
good?
never, I don't know. I've never seen it. I just pulled it. I tried to sell it.
You sold it. I said, "Who you trapped in a lighthouse?"
Oh, I know
It
that's
was either that one or this like one with Linda Blair and David Hasselhoff where they're stuck in an evil resort where it's possessed and then they all start dying off. So
what's that called?
it's called Witchery with Linda Blair and David Hasselhoff.
Wow, okay. I haven't seen that. That's
It
interesting.
looks like it'd be called Wild
Something
Cherry.
we did last summer.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
David Hasselhoff.
Mm-hmm.
No hassle the Hoff.
All right, so that takes us through Split the Room, and we do have a winner here with Jeff. His name is Jeff.
Nice.
There you go. 12 points. You got like three Split the Rooms in a row. That was amazing, Jeff. So a sincere congratulations. You are the Split the Room champion. You must know the difference between scary and not. So good job. And of course, let's see. Do we have a trophy for Jeff? There you go. A nice and bloody Split the Room trophy for scary or not. So enjoy that. You know, print it out, put it on your fridge, all that fun stuff. So there we go. Well, Jeff. Oh, dude, what do you want to say?
Oh, I was like, show it at the movie theater. You'll get them for free.
Absolutely.
Discount on concession.
It's very prestigious. It's a very well-known award. Okay. All right. Well, Jeff, you won. So do you want to tell the people where to find you, all that good stuff, any upcoming stuff on your channel? And how do you feel being a new winner of Split the Room?
Well, I mean, John Doe Juggalo here on YouTube, on Instagram, Letterboxd. I got probably some Chucky movie reviews coming with my 10-year-old daughter. We're watching through them together for the first time, so we may sit down and do some discussions on that. And I'm playing a lot of video games right now. I just played Blair Witch the other night for a few hours. I'll probably be playing more Blair Witch coming up. So that time of the year.
All right. And dude.
Yeah, you can find me at Dude Loves Movies, one word, on YouTube and Instagram. I do have a video coming out soon. I shot it. I just need to edit it. I tried the new Ghostbusters donuts from Krispy Kreme.
Ooh,
So
nice.
be looking for that. Yeah, but I've been sick, so I haven't been wanting to edit or anything. So it's
Oh my
coming
God,
out.
that's not because of the donuts. Right?
No, not because of the donuts.
All right, Nadia.
Yeah, just horror and more on YouTube and Instagram. I'm gonna be working on mainly some tier lists, like horror tier lists. I just filmed the my horror figures, so I'm just gotta edit that as well. I might start streaming video games again because I used to do that as like a little side hobby, and I kind of miss it, so I might start doing that again too.
All right, Mika and Kira.
Oh yes. Oh, I'll let you do it.
Oh,
Yeah, go
okay.
ahead.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So we're all at Double Feature Podcast on YouTube and at Double Feed Podcast on Instagram and Double Horror Pack too on Instagram.
Oh yeah.
Next week we're pretty busy.
Oh, yeah.
So on next Tuesday we have a 31 years of horror stream, and we'll be having Ken and Ashley from Sledgehammer Horror joining us for that. And then next Thursday we'll be on Backtrack Cinemas page doing What Lies Beneath. Love that movie or watch along there. And then on our channel again next Friday, we'll be doing a Blood and Banter stream. So,
Oh, yeah. Yep.
All right, and Jess.
Currently, I don't have anything scheduled, but I'm on YouTube and Instagram, Miss Jess. You know, that's where you can find me currently. That's it.
All right. And if audience, you are not subbed to these amazing people out there, I only have one question for you.
What are you waiting for, huh?
We got to get subscribed to everybody. Everybody's channels links are in the description below. Definitely go ahead, subscribe, and watch the amazing video content. These are all great content creators up here, so definitely show them some love. As for my channel, you guys know me, but something I do want to promote a little bit is that if you have not yet taken the October Challenge, you got to take the October Challenge out there. You can do it many ways. Basically, you just get a or stack of movies that spell out October. You can put it on Instagram. You can put it on TikTok. You can do a whole video on it. If you do that, you know, send me the story on Instagram and I'll share it out as well. But you still have the rest of this month to take on that October challenge. So I know some people have already done it already. So thank you all for participating in that, and can't wait to see everybody else taking on that October challenge. And then, yeah, that is pretty much it for now. There'll be probably another stream in a couple weeks, which will be awesome. And then video topics every day. So if you love physical media, talking movies, definitely turn on that notification bell so you're alerted when a new video posts. And if you haven't slashed that like button already, definitely do that on the way out. But everybody had fun tonight?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, I think it is time to go to sleep. So have a good night, everyone.
Good night.
Not another peep. Time to go to sleep.